Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Oh, shit. Oh, y'all about to play in gridiron?
Let's go. Off the play fake. McCarthy. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Right.
From the gun on third down. McCarthy. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Cooper was the target there. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Oh, shit.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So 5 yards there is one of the big guys up front moved.
4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
And all the leagues y'all in?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. That can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me,
yeah,
if I beat and dominate the guy across from me,
he got them cheat codes.
But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot of...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least.
He's got a man complete. 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Woo. Shit.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
Right.
go a little bit deeper into the playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. to throw on second down. McCarthy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Raider Nation 12-24.
With a running back. And able to push forward for right around
12-24.
The 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now time is called.
How the fuck is that not a fumble? What the fuck?
We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
Okay.
In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yeah, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I bet Devron wish he had took that field goal. No, he was on the 1-yard line, tried to run it in, and then time ran out.
What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only
right.
Out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. Cooper was the intended target.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the
holiday season. That's what I'm saying.
So here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Man, how was that last one
well, no matter
picked
how they
off?
phrase
That's
it,
all I
staying
want
on
to know.
schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down.
What?
That fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
What? That ain't who. That's who I should have had in there. He's not even in the game.
Sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
Fucking McCarthy. Somebody I took from
first and 10 now
Chuck.
from the 33. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. This one's still anybody's ball.
Yeah. Right.
Game, it's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Okay.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Yeah.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Raider 2.
Oh, yeah, Ashlon, yeah.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. First throw now for the backup car. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is
I was trying to hit L1.
Especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter.
You know, put some air on it.
Open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Yep. No. Okay, okay.
They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that.
Yeah, that was
right?
my
We talk to them
ass.
all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Yeah. And he audible to it.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll set up a throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
He went back to it again.
Delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people
it was
try
the
to change
big, what was that, the big nickel?
Hard to do.
Was it 6 invert? Yeah, the big nickel, yeah.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Right.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bernard McKinney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they try to throw
right.
and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
God almighty.
It's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. These guys, man, this is Tate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something
I did on a couple of them, but then I slacked off.
Hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
Yep.
But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong counter.
What up, though?
Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
What?
But the last three interceptions that was thrown,
Yeah.
The computer did that on its own. I didn't touch the button.
Oh.
And I don't know if you noticed, the niggas are spinning it all
A give to the fullback on the down.
Wow.
And a minimal gain here as he's up at the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Damn.
And I know what happened. The settings changed in that defense.
Right.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Right.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. What makes a draw play like that successful?
We did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Well, as
good game,
always,
though,
partner,
man.
An extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide. I
appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
I'm a go.
So for the Raiders, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's going to all
I was good with my quarterback. That's why I set his ass down.
To get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'll be goddamn. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The ball carrier special move is on Pardo, and the fucking coach mode is on.
Oh.
That's fucked up. All right, dog.
Okay. Right.
All right, well, I got another one, and hopefully that damn shutdown will be over soon.
All right. Okay, man.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Man, yeah. Exactly what you said, D. Exactly what you said. Oh, damn. Thanks. Don't respect my game.